You didn't ask to be a hero. You didn't ask for the gunshots, the trial, or the man in a suit who showed up at your apartment at 3 a.m. and said, "You need to disappear." But you saw something you weren't supposed to see, and now the only way you live to see next year is to stop being you. This is what happens when you enter witness protection. Not the Hollywood version, the real version. Level by level. Level 1. The decision. It happens fast. Too fast. 1 minute you're giving your statement to detectives, shaking, trying to remember the license plate. The next, there are 2 U.S. Marshals in your living room telling you that the man you saw kill 3 people knows your name, your address, and where your sister works. They lay it flat. No drama. Just facts. Testify, and he goes away for life. But his people won't. They have a long memory and a longer reach. You can run on your own, change your number, move cities, but that only works in movies. In real life, they find people. Or you can disappear for real. New name, new city, new life. And you can never contact anyone you've ever known again. Not your mom, not your best friend, not the person you're dating. Ever. You have 48 hours to decide. You say yes. Not because you're brave, because you're terrified. And just like that, level 1 is over. You've signed the paper. You're in the program. Level 2, the extraction. They don't give you time to pack your life. They give you time to pack a bag. 1 suitcase, clothes only. No photos, no laptop, no journals. Nothing that connects to your old name. You stand in your apartment, looking at your bookshelf, your coffee mug, the picture of you and your dad on the fridge, and you realize you're saying goodbye to objects because you'll never get to say goodbye to people. A marshal drives you to a hotel, not a nice one. No windows you can open. You eat room service and watch TV with the sound off, because every car in the parking lot might be the wrong car. You don't sleep. You just wait. In the morning, you get your new name. It's printed on a driver's license, a social security card, and a birth certificate. All real, all legal, all lies. You practice saying it in the mirror until it stops sounding fake. It never stops sounding fake. Level 3, the new life, week 1. You're moved to a city you've never been to, Middle America, somewhere beige, somewhere nobody looks twice. The marshals set you up in a small apartment, paid for the first 6 months. They get you a job, nothing glamorous, warehouse, night shift stocking, something where nobody asks questions and nobody becomes your friend. You're told the rules, and they're not suggestions. Don't tell anyone your real story. Don't contact anyone from your past, not even just to say I'm okay. Don't get arrested. Don't get famous. Don't get noticed. You will be polite. You will be boring. You will be invisible. The first week is the hardest. You go to the grocery store and almost give the cashier your real name. You see someone who looks like your brother from behind and your heart stops. You wake up at 3 a.m. and reach for your old phone before remembering you don't have a phone. You don't have anyone to call. You are alone in a way you didn't know was possible. Level 4, the paranoia. Month 3, you're settling in, or you think you are. You have a routine now. Work, home, gym, sleep, repeat. You don't talk to your coworkers more than necessary. You eat lunch alone in your car. But then little things start to happen. A car you don't recognize is parked across the street for 2 days. A guy at the gas station stares at you a little too long. Your new phone rings from a number you don't know, and nobody speaks when you answer. You call your handler. He tells you to calm down, that it's probably nothing, that 90% of the calls he gets are false alarms.
but 10% aren't. So you start changing your route to work. You stop going to the same gym. You check your rearview mirror every 30 seconds. You sleep with a chair against the door. You're not living, you're surviving. And the worst part is, you don't know if the fear is real or if your brain is just broken now. Level 5, the temptation. 6 months in, the marshals check on you less. You're stable, you're low risk. And that's when it gets dangerous. Because stability feels like safety, and safety makes you stupid. You miss your mom's birthday. You miss your sister's wedding. You see photos online because you broke the rules and looked, and everyone is smiling and moving on without you. You're a ghost at your own funeral. So you think about it. Just one email, just one "I'm alive, I'm okay, please don't reply," from a fake account, from a library computer. What's the harm? People do it all the time, and most of them get away with it. But the marshals told you stories in training about the ones who didn't, about the witness who sent a birthday card to his daughter, about how they found him 3 weeks later because they tracked the postmark, about how one message is all it takes. You delete the draft, you cry in your car, and you go back to work. You don't break the rule, not today. But eventually, most people do. Maybe it's a drink too many at a bar, and you tell someone a detail about your past that doesn't match your new story. Maybe you use your real birthday when you sign up for something. Maybe you like a photo of your niece. It's always small. It's always harmless. Until your handler calls you, and his voice is different, cold, professional. "We need to talk. Now." You've been flagged. Someone ran a check. Someone noticed. You're not compromised yet, but you're on the radar. And now you have a choice. Move again or risk it. Moving again means a new city, a new job, a new name. Starting level 3 all over again, but worse, because now you know how hard it is. Most people choose to move, because the alternative is waiting to find out if you were careful enough. You weren't. Level 8, the relocation. You're in a new state now, your 3rd apartment in 2 years, your 2nd name. You're tired. The marshals can see it. They ask if you want out of the program. You can leave any time, just sign the paper, go back to your real name, take your chances. People do. About 20% do. They get tired of hiding. They convince themselves the threat is gone. The trial was years ago. The guy is in prison. It's over. Sometimes they're right. Sometimes they end up in a news article. You stay. But the question haunts you. How long can a person live like this before they stop being a person at all? You don't have friends. You don't have a past you can talk about. You can't date seriously because "where are you from" is a landmine. You make up stories and then forget which lie you told to who. You are a series of facts that aren't true, and you're forgetting who you really were. Level 9, the threat. It's year 4. You haven't heard from your handler in months. You're starting to believe maybe, just maybe, you're safe. Then you come home from work and your apartment door is unlocked. You know you locked it. You always lock it. You stand in the hallway, heart hammering, and call the marshals. They tell you not to go inside, to get to a public place and wait. You sit in a McDonald's for 2 hours, watching the door, jumping every time it opens. When they finally get there, they sweep the apartment. Nothing is missing. Nothing is obviously out of place. But your toothbrush is on the left side of the sink. You always put it on the right. The marshal looks at you and says, "Pack a bag. We're leaving tonight." You don't argue. You don't ask questions. You just do what you're told. Because you know, with a certainty that makes you sick, they found you. Level 10, the final move. This is the last one. They tell you that up front. If you get compromised again, they can't protect you. Resources are limited. You've used up your relocations. They move you to a small town, rural, the kind of place where everyone knows everyone, which is good and bad. Good because strangers stand out. Bad because you will always be a stranger. You get a job at a diner. You rent a room above a garage. You are 42 years old and you have no credit history, no references, no photos of yourself before age 38. You are nobody, and that is the point. You stop looking over your shoulder as much, not because you feel safe, but because you're exhausted. If they come for you now, they come for you. You make peace with that, or you try to. Level 10, the rest of your life. 10 years, 15,